Volunteering has nowadays become a scam in Europe because greedy employers and entrepreneurs have been taking advantage of state finance schemes to use it at their advantage. Don't get me wrong, I believe volunteering is great, it is altruistic and meaningful for the people who are doing it. On the contrary, those that create volunteering positions are often taking advantage of the fact that volunteers do not require pay to make them work. Have you been seeing this crappy reel on Instagram by the World Economic Forum on how much Switzerland is advanced because it offers young people the possibility to volunteer for elders? This is scam and capitalist propaganda. How? An alternative definition for economy is the science of incentives and disincentives. If you look at this initiative, you'll see that the Swiss state is allegedly offering something in exchange of your time. This something is an incentive to have more people doing what they want you to do. Usually, you sell your time. That is called a job. In this Swiss case, you are giving time in exchange of a future reward that you're not even really sure you will receive. I would not be surprised if these schemes requires you to do a minimum amount of hours per week and to sign a piece of paper where you officialize your engagement. That is called a contract. In other words, this is an unpaid job. The fact that you are doing this willingly does not make it suddenly volunteering, does it? Moreover, there is a very clear pattern of dismantling social jobs in favor of state-financed exploitation. I say so because there are people who got college degrees to know how to care for the elderly. And you, state, are willingly taking jobs away from them just to substitute them with volunteers you do not even pay. Because also states want to save money. It is not just the private companies who are greedy. I'll give you a few more examples to make you aware of the extent of the scam. In Italy, we have the National Civil Service, a system that was created for those who did not want to do forced military service so that they could give something back to the state. This volunteering had once a noble purpose, but the economic context was very different also. This system was lately adopted by France, and the EU approved a similar scheme called European Voluntary Service. If you do these things as a funny experience, I think that these schemes are great. I did it myself. But Italy is advertising the National Civil Service as a job offer on the national website for those looking for employment. Furthermore, I know for a fact that competition to get into this volunteering scheme is high because young people do not have jobs. You are paid a reimbursement and you sign a contract. Yet you call it volunteering. Furthermore, the state is withdrawing funds from normal job contracts for professionals by opening national civil service positions. Also, if this is not enough, when they are selecting candidates, they often look for those who have a degree that makes them professional in that job. How is this not scam? This is what Marx called superstructure. This fake cultural agenda promoting volunteering is actually a manifestation of the productive structure that is trying to reiterate its system of exploitation. You can check my video on Marx to learn more. Please do not share this shit, or if you do it to kill it, to spread the word that this is scam. I'm understanding politics and I'm angry. Thank you for watching.